It has been 1 year since a mass shooting terrorized one North Omaha neighborhood. 5 people were wounded and 3 people killed by the gunfire.
This case remains unsolved, a fact adding to the mourning of the victims' families. Lena Tillett sat down with 2 of the families and shares their story.
It's been hard. It's been hard.
The 3 words don't quite sum up the past year for Christina Young and her family. Their heartache lessened only by the smiling face of Jakela Foster's now 2-year-old son, Jason.
And it's sad. It's so heartbreaking to me because what do you say to a 2-year-old child that wants their mom? What do you say?
He wouldn't understand that his mother is one of 3 people shot and killed outside a house party on 34th and Parker, that she died amid chaos as dozens ran for their lives.
I know I'm not Superwoman, but I wish I could be. I wish I could have been. Because I feel like I failed her.
For Clarice Jackson, whose only daughter, Latecia Fox, was found face down on the ground that night, she says the past year has changed her life forever.
Till the day I die, I will not give up until I find out who did it. And I know that they were brought to justice.
To date, there have been no arrests in the murders. Omaha police continue to ask for the dozens of witnesses that were at the party, many of whom saw something, to come forward. Christina says while police do have leads, her talks with detectives show the investigation hinges on someone speaking up.
So you can't expect them to just find out in thin air who did it without someone speaking up and saying who the shooters were. Then no, it will be an unsolved case.
Clarice asks for empathy. What fear did the witnesses feel as they ran?
And what was flashing through their mind, their family, their life, their purpose. And I want them to think about my daughter was feeling that same way. And she didn't make it. She just didn't make it.
For those possibly holding on to the street code of not snitching, Jakela's brother offers a stern warning.
This person is out there. They're thinking they've gotten away with it. They don't think there's any consequence. And who's to say that they haven't or will do it again?
Through profound grief during this time, the mothers also smile, thinking of the women their daughters had become.
She just had that playfulness in her. She didn't take herself so serious.
Always had her own sayings for everybody. Everybody was sweet thing.
And I feel a responsibility to make sure that you understand that my daughter was someone, that she mattered, that she had a life, that she had a purpose.
In Omaha, Lena Tillett, WOWT 6 News.
If you have any information about this crime, call the homicide unit immediately. It's 444-5656.